Well guys, on YouTube, I got the thing going. I didn't film it yesterday. I put my old Avalanche battery in here and it's got one battery. I can show you. Yeah, the steam buzzer's working. I just started it up here. It's not running the best. It's running on 6 or 7 cylinders. Yesterday we drove it around the yard and it probably running on 5 or 6 cylinders. It's not running very good. I think the injectors are pretty bad. But other than that, it runs fairly good. Here, just one battery right there, not even hardly strapped in there, not even tightened down. The ends are not even tight. It's running fairly good now, but once it warms up, blue smoke comes out and then it dies on you. It won't start again. Then you have to let it cool off and then it'll start again. It might be a sensor. I know them Fords had them problems, but whole thing is working. Right now I am currently, I'll let it run a little bit. I'm currently charging the batteries on the 9750 SDS Combine. And they were a heavy bitch to get out of there. And it is taking a charge. That one is trickling. I could probably put it on fast, but let's just leave it on trickle, I think, because I don't really want to blow the battery in my face. But we'll leave her charged there. I don't know. That one is not taking a charge like I thought it would. This one is. So it may be a bad battery. They sit all winter long and then they have problems. And this one we were charging the skid steer here because the alternator is not working in the 610 too well. 610 Bobcat. But the reason why we got it out, because my brother is going to be driving here in the next few years, and he wants to learn how to drive, and he wants to drive this, and I won't let him drive my truck, so he might as well drive this. It doesn't really do anything but sit around, and we just drive it around the yard, and you can learn how to drive. Yep, we got the Dodge going. We figured out the draw. The draw was the dome lights. The dome lights were on all night and all the time, and we didn't know it. Like up there, and you can click the buttons. Well, it wasn't even, the button was shot, so we just took the bulb out of there. So we'll see if that fixes it. But other than that, we'll shut this thing off. She's running, could be better. She's really falling apart here. She's not healthy, not happy. That truck runs good. I don't really need it. I used it yesterday. I had to haul a bunch of stuff out of the house into the dump, and it ran good. It ran really good. But I don't know. It does the job for what we need it for. Yeah, that truck is not sounding good. I took it apart and I didn't film it, but the left bank and the back, there's 2 valves per cylinder. Well, the 2 valves in the back cylinder were collapsed and they're loose, and that's the ticking. And then the next valve up from that towards the front of the pickup is collapsed too. So there's 3 lifters that are not doing anything when it's running. So the engine's shot. I'm going to have to get a used engine. I'm not going to overhaul it now at $220,000 anyway. Here comes that airplane back. They're spying on us. They're coming back somewhere. Oh, I see it, I think. Oh, there he is. They're spying on us. Actually, they're spraying fields. So, anyway, the engine is very, very not healthy in this thing. Because when it's running, you pull the dipstick out and there's steam, or there's white smoke pouring all the time out of here when it's running. It's funny. I does not do that. So. But this one uses a lot of oil. I'll start her up. Oh, there we go. Fixed it. It needs help. It's not very good shape. $220,000, 29 miles. Good. Says it's gonna go see it shaking and it's not running right, it'll stall too sometimes. See, it's the two valves back there in that cylinder are not working at all, and then the one valve in this kind, I don't know if that's the intake valve or the exhaust valve on this cylinder, but that one, these three aren't working at all. I took the valve cover out. They're just sitting there clicking, and they're collapsed in the cylinder wall. So I'm sure they're hitting the piston. That's probably what you're hearing. Not running well. There goes the fan. It's really shaking bad. Tail or not. It's not running well. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get a used 5.3 engine and put in there if I can find. I actually found one the other day for 400 bucks with 120,000 miles. Should have bought it. Whole truck. It was a whole truck. The engine worked, they said. Look at that thing shaking. Days. Yeah, she's gonna make it this winter. Not running right. It only gets about 8 miles per gallon on the highway. Does not do well. It's not running right. It has no power either. Jeez, it's almost trying to die. It's shaking bad. I can see that thing. It's shaking bad. You can kind of see it. She's not running right. It's got the fuel pump's working, it's just the lifters are bad. And it's got oil pressure. So, and she's running a little bit lower than it should be. And it will stall on you sometimes, and it will start right back up though. But yeah, it's just not. Yeah, it's not right. Well, I haven't did videos for quite a while. I've been kind of busy doing some stuff around the house, getting ready for winter, remodeling the house, doing some painting and stuff, working on my car. And along doing all that stuff, my Chevy Avalanche decides to start knocking. And I'm going to keep running it though. It's probably not good, but at this point it sounds like it's internal in the engine, so I could probably just put a used engine in it. If I decide to do it, I don't know what I decide to do yet. I'm gonna keep this Honda Accord yet. Thing runs pretty good. Transmission's, you know, buggy a little bit, but other than that, everything in the whole car works great. I got 63,700 miles on it, and it runs pretty darn good. I have taken the Eco muzzler off and just let the Eco mode run so I get better miles per gallon. This is my main driver. This is all I got. The Avalanche is pretty toast. It's running on 6 or 7 cylinders now. She's a tick, 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 tick. Not that, a loud clack, clack, clack. It sounds like rod knock, but I think it's lifters because, yeah, I don't know. And got wheel bearings going out, some steering play. It's going to need some work, but it's not a big amount. But the engine is the most thing that's going out. And I'm afraid if I replace the engine, the transmission will probably go out. So it's got 220,300 miles on her. Do I dare fix it with a 2002? There's not much rust on the frame. Frame has still got its paint, but the body's starting to, you know, rust away underneath of the plastic. So there comes a time where you decide, well, think about it. Them Avalanches have problems with brake lines blowing, they have problems with the engine, they have problems with them transmissions, of course, and they have problems with all kinds of stuff. Well, and then you go to the car dealership and the truck dealership and look for a truck like that, and then get the same one with 200,000 miles, and that's about 2009 or 12, and they're completely wrecked. The frame's rusted out, and you have to spend a minimum of $9,500. So at this point, I'm at a loss. I don't know if I should spend money and get another vehicle. It's probably going to be worse than this one, you know, because I already had this Avalanche going on 6 years. It's just like, you know, I know what's wrong with it. You know, the rear end's good, the transfer case is fixed. It just needs an engine and some front end work. That's about it. So if I can get a used engine put in there, but I don't have the tools, I can't do it myself, so a shop has to do it. It's just one of them deals. It'd be best to put an engine in there and just run it, I think, because it's a pretty darn good truck yet. This car, it's a good car. If that transmission wasn't so weak in here, it wouldn't bother me. This car is fun. It's got power. It is responsive. It just works good. He doesn't get the best mileage as it should with any car that I've ever had. He gets like 18 to 20. 24 is the best I've ever gotten with it. But it's a V6 and it's a two-door coupe and it's a big Accord, so I don't expect to get good mileage. But the Toyota Corolla 2016 I had 30 miles per gallon in the city and about 40 on the highway. So it's quite a loss when you go to this one. But then the payments were higher on that. It was about $230 a month. Plus insurance was higher on there too, so you weren't really coming out. And the car payment here is about $170 a month, and insurance is not even close to what that white one was. So basically, I am saving some money. I haven't did any repairs on here, just doing maintenance, transmission fluid changes, flush or oil changes, and you know, normal maintenance that needs to be done to these vehicles. As far as the Avalanche, that one I've been doing normal maintenance too, but I put the transfer case housing in there, got that in there, put some U-joints in there, and I've been changing oil in there, putting Lucas oil in there. That did not help at all, so unfortunately the engine's toast. We're going to have to figure out what to do. I want your guys' opinion. Should I fix that Avalanche, or should I try to look for another shitbox vehicle? Sorry my language, but that's exactly how they are nowadays. They're just junk. So, this is my little rant video today, and, well, I don't know. I'm basically at a loss trying to figure out whether to sell it on the way it is right now, or fix it, or get a different truck, or sell both of them and get one, but I hate to do that, because if this one blows up, and the other one blows up, you gotta have two. So, I want a 4x4 in the winter, though. Alright guys, well thanks for watching, and hope everybody's doing well and being safe during this pandemic. I am doing pretty good and safe. I don't go anywhere. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy. I'm working on my skid steer over there, working on my car right now, and I decided to do a video for you guys. Till next time, we'll do a live stream, and I'll have another cold start video for you. Meet!